Okay, quick Monday morning radar update. So, big pop in oil today. I'm just going to run through that little oil relative strength screen we did last week. And let's just have a look at oil stocks compared to the actual oil price. So, we're up about 30% on the oil price, 32%. We gapped up to about 35, 36% this morning. We're drifting now. So, since the invasion, oil plus 35%, I think that move. And I'm just going to jump straight into the oil stocks, and I'm going to order the oil stocks. I know you can't see it, but using share scopes show I can go into the actual integrated oil and gas. One second. Let me just bring BP up. Let me hit this button what says show only shares in this shares subsector. These are the big ones. So we've got TTE down. I'm just trying to see. I've got a migraine, so I've got double vision. 11.4%. BP down 11.1%. Shell down 6.3%. And this one. Anyway, I'll come out of that and I'll go show only shares in this shares sector: oil, gas and coal. And obviously there's going to be a few different ones in here. There are 3 stocks what are up more than the oil price in percent terms. And, do you count these things what are micro cap, sub penny stocks, TGA, moving on. Parkmead. So there's only 3 on that screen. I know it's got oil, gas and coal in there. 3 are up more than the actual oil price. And as we go down the list, we can go ones what are lagging the oil price. I mean, look at this. We're talking a lot of penny stocks here, but they're still lagging the oil price is what I'm trying to sort of get across here. HUR, SQZ doing okay, lagging. It's up 15%, but lagging the oil price. Should be in, just trailing those profits for anyone who's in these from when we sort of saw them emerge. So my question here is, why are the oil stocks not moving with the oil price? The leaders have been leading for some time. Are they going to step up and start moving? Not so sure. So let's move out of that screen and let's just jump onto the gold prices. And I'll just hit composite here. And what was it? The 22nd of Feb or something like that? Let me just go back to that date. 1 second, get the date right. 18th of the 2nd. Always on the fly, these. I do everything on the fly. (17th, 18th of the 2nd). So let's just move into this. Gold up, 5-6%, whatever. And let's go to stocks. Obviously, I'll just put absolutely wild moves in these. These are a total avoid. You get absolutely steamrolled being short on these things, and by the short covering, as we've seen this morning. Absolute steamrolled in in the auctions. Anyway, let me just gold mining. There are 6 or 7 up. Well, let's go through them. Up more than the actual gold price. These are what we're looking at. Obviously, it's just a share scope screen, so it's going to pick up some different stocks in here as well. They're not all primarily gold mine. Well, you'd hope they would be, but relying on the screen, you know, as you know, silver is in there as well. So, sentiment. You know, what has it done for us lately? It's just going sideways, even though it's up sort of a few percent in the 8.1% in the last how many days. And then basically the gold's, I mean, it's a walk of shame as you go through the gold stocks. There's so many down. What is there? About 15 down over 10%, something like that, maybe more. I don't know. So it is just a lot of them have done nothing. There's only 11 in this screen positive, and out of 40 what ShareScopes brings up. So again, you know, gold, is it really making a move? Not really. It's just kind of in a range, isn't it? But is it helping the cause in my account? No, it's not. Oil is slightly, you know, on a couple of stocks, but gold is not. So moving on from that, I'm just going to hit today's volume leaders. It's what am I trying to sort of say there? Sometimes you're better off just, you know, sometimes if you need commodities, don't all rush to jump in commodities just because you think the gold price should move is probably the best lesson there, isn't it? You know, I trade these things. I trade them when they hit my screener and when they suit my methodology, not when, you know, they suit the common narrative, I suppose is the best way of putting it. So Oilers obviously filling the BA in a high tight flag there. Oilers dominating today. I'm just going to reorder this screen. It's 10. We should have traded 20% to be on average volume, and I'll just go through these. Quite a few. There's 29, but most of it's half populated by Oilers today. So we'll just buzz through these. Rousseau and Energy doing okay as well, isn't it? You know, you see the setup. You don't know why these things are breaking out of bases, and then, you know, the story unfolds in front of them. Now you could say, well, you know, why didn't you get in more of these if it was across the sector to move or whatever? Well, there's a lot of false starts in these as well, you know, in the commodities especially, you know, and it's the same when it comes to unwinding out of a market because of, you know, inflation. You know, how many times have we seen the inflation story crop up, but it never materialised? When it does materialise, and it has done, hasn't it? And it's basically, you know, I've been joking about it for how long, but this time it's, you know, stocks are definitely unwinding, aren't they? JSE, obviously I've got a position in that one. KIST, you know, same about trading the signal. This thing left the station a year ago. Okay, 10 months, whatever. Serica, obviously, last June. Shell broke out, first retrace. Sentiment is just on the floor there still, but it's bumping against 6-month closing highs. PAF, yeah, it always ticks well on our screens, this one. We had a little base here, and you know, we had a look at it, didn't we, when it was breaking out? But and it does pass the, you know, the growth screen as well, this one, but it didn't take part the last time we looked at it, but this time it's trying to, I suppose. And into the small caps. Should have traded 20% to be on average volume. There's a lot moving in the small caps. It's half oil and gas stocks, as you'd expect on a big gap up on the oil. It potential for that big gap to be the short-term high, maybe. HMI obviously rear view towards S32, very rear view towards THS. Yeah, we know this one passes the growth screen as well. It should be trading up there. I would not take a breakout what's had to just go. It's not that much. It did consolidate a bit, I suppose, but you know, I'd be looking for price action sort of to consolidate before I got involved in any move. Coro. Bit of news today, isn't there, on that one? Petal. Grinding my teeth. I did get knocked out of that one. It is what it is. And that is what's in today's volume leaders. It's, you know, across the board commodities what are across the board underperforming. You know, the actual commodity, the stocks are underperforming. Will they step up? Will they start to trend from here? Nobody knows. I wish I had a crystal ball. But just an interesting little observation about where a lot of the leading ones, you know, broke out. And we didn't know why they were breaking out quite some time ago. Well, we did from my screen, you know, on the back of growth. But, you know, something you can do yourself. Okay.